Welcome everyone, it is that time of year again to unbox and take our first look at the brand new flagship device from Samsung. So Samsung recently just had their Unpacked event for 2021 where they launched the brand new Samsung Galaxy S21 range plus the S21 Ultra 5G, which you see here today, and I'm really excited to be unboxing this. As well as in the next couple of days you'll see some unboxings of a brand new case, the Smart Tag from Samsung, and also the Galaxy Buds Pro, which I've never tested before. But today we're going to be unboxing the S21 Ultra 5G. So on the front here we've got S21, S21 Ultra 5G. I've got the Phantom Silver 128GB model. So let's get it unboxed. So on the back here we don't really see much information anymore, but I will be giving you loads of information as soon as it's unboxed and we set up together. So we just have a little bit of tape. So it's a very small box now compared to what it used to be, and that is because they're following the trend of removing certain bits, as they presume you have it at home or you're going to go and buy it from their shop. So let's see what you actually get now. So that nice slow reveal. Yeah. So there's our device sat on there. Shall I show you the back? Wow, it looks nice. The Phantom Silver looks really good. Like that, you get that sort of aurora different color effect depending on the light. Wow, quite heavy device, but looks absolutely stunning. Can't wait to use this on a daily basis. Should we do that satisfying peel? Ready? That is so satisfying every time I do it. So there is our new device there. It's already got a fingerprint on it, as you can see. So we've got a little tab here that says Samsung. And that's really about it in the box. Wow. So have we got any paperwork? Nope. Nothing else in the box. Let's see what we get inside here. So you do get a cable still. We get some booklets, and that's it. There's also a SIM tool in there. Yes, around the back there is a SIM tool. So you do get your SIM tool. So no headphones, but that's okay because I've got the Galaxy Buds Pro, which is great to see. So normally you might get some tuned AKG wired headphones, but we've got the main thing, a SIM tool, which I need to add in my SIM card. We've got a charger, which is great. So when it comes around to paperwork, we've got a quick start guide and we've got a warranty card. So make sure you register your warranty. Our cable, let's have a look at our cable here. So our cable is USB-C to USB-C. That's fine because all of my connections now are USB-C. The problem is though, a lot of people don't actually have a USB-C connection on their device or a plug that's USB-C, because mainly it's USB-A. So you have to go and buy a new one, which still means you have to pay more money and still use then the cost of transport and the cost of shipping on the sort of your mileage as well, your product mileage, and sort of how much that costs in the environment costs. So I get why they're doing it, but maybe I think they might be doing it for profit as well, because they're still going to be making money because they don't give you as much. So enough said, that is what we get in the box now. So very little. These unboxings will be a lot quicker in the future. So here is our device. It has quite a hump, but the cameras on this are impressive. They are so good, it's unbelievable. Just noticed another little tab here. Oh, it's again so satisfying. Just taking it off, it's so satisfying. So we have our camera lenses there. And let's power on for the first time. So it is running Android 11 and One UI 3.1 now. So there is quite a large update when you first get this. Not everyone is getting it though, so please be careful, please be patient, and it will come. So Samsung Galaxy, S21 Ultra 5G, and I saw Android down here at the bottom. So for me now, I've moved into quite a new area where luckily we do have 5G, not right at home, but just down the road, so I can go and test it a lot more. So before we go through the setup phase, I want to talk about accessibility. Down here in the bottom is your accessibility figure. So we've got TalkBack. This will talk back everything on your device for you, a great option. Not to worry though, I will link in the video description when filmed is a full accessibility video of Android 11 on the brand new Samsung S21 Ultra 5G, going through all of the accessibility features this device has. So for one thing straight away, you can actually convert the display, making it easier to read. So actually doing the color inversion. You've got high contrast text. You've got other options in here. The one I'm going to change is the font size, just making it a little bit easier for me to read just as I go through the review. As you can see, it makes it a little bit easier. So we've got magnification, we've got view more. So you've got loads of different options inside here to make it so accessible to you. So let's go back and go through the setup phase together. So we're getting the welcome message at the top. We're going to go OK. So we're going to select English and United Kingdom, this option here. A few extras. So these are terms and conditions. I select all of these so I can use my brand new device. So choose your Wi-Fi or enter a SIM. So I'm going to actually input a Vodafone SIM, which is a 5G SIM card now. So next up is about copying your data. So you can press next here and you can copy from another device, or you can copy from an iPhone if you want to. We're going to say don't copy because I want to use it as a fresh device here. Vodafone UK again, yes, that's correct. And then we're going to sign in with our Google account here. So it's got an accessibility keyboard on at the moment. That's because of the contrast options that I set. So if you don't press to change your contrast, that's fine. You'll have a standard keyboard, not to worry. I've just used this one because it's easier for me to use. So sign in with your Google account. If you don't have one, you can simply create one very easily, but you'll need this to use all of the Google Play services and their applications. So I'm just going to sign in with mine now. Then we're greeted with a welcome message, which is terms and conditions that you need to agree to use all of their services, as I mentioned. You can read through that though if you want to, if it's your first time. And then Google services. So the one I turn off is cloud backup, which doesn't include photos though. So my photos will still go to Google Photos. Allow. I went for the 128GB model. I think that's the best one suited for me. There is no micro SD card though, so please choose the right one for you. Now we have to choose our search provider, so they don't just presume you're going to use Google now, which is great. I am going to just use Google though. Then it comes to protecting our device. So we've got face recognition, fingerprints, pattern, PIN, or passwords. Or you could skip, never skip this section. So let's go for face recognition. Okay, and we're going to choose a PIN as a backup. So enter your PIN here. So a minimum of 4 and then whatever you want. It then asks, do you wear glasses? I'm going to say no. And then I'm just going to look at my device here. There you go. Very quick, very simple to do. So stay on lock screen until swipes. That means I get to see my notifications instead of just picking up my device and unlocking them straight away. I might just want to read my notifications. It's a great new little added feature there. So allow. Then we've got faster recognition, require open eyes, and brighten screen. So it will do all that for me. So next, you could also use the inbuilt fingerprint sensor, which I'll show you once set up. Then it's going to get all your Google services downloaded for you from your accounts or your settings, including your Google Assistant. Do I want the My Vodafone application? No, that's okay at the moment. Continue. It's a Samsung account, so signing into your Samsung account will give you great perks at the moment, including YouTube Premium. There's some Spotify options depending on the country you live. I'm just going to skip for the moment, but otherwise I will sign in. So I'm just going to skip. It's going to tell me all the reasons why I don't want to skip, and I totally agree, but I'm still going to skip anyway. And you're all set up and ready to go. So press done here. And we're greeted with this nice wallpaper. So our device is all set up and it's ready to go. So let's just tap here and we can get our weather location for us. Go, start to get our weather. Brilliant. We are due snow tomorrow, so that's going to be great to go out and take some photos with. Starting to get notifications come through now. Pulling down here, you'll get to see our inbuilt camera, which is great, and we'll go through great details. As I said, still loads of different bits coming through. I did notice as well, there's a little bit of plastic here. It'll peel off the one that's on your screen. I'm actually going to put mine back on to try and protect my screen as much as I can, but you can peel that off if you want to. But I would leave it on unless you're going to get a dedicated screen protector. So our device is set up and it is ready to go. So let's go and explore and go through some key details. And it's still coming through with loads of information. So we've got Google now instead of Bixby. So we've got Google over here instead of the Bixby Home. So we've got some information starting to come through, which is great. I've got like the gestures as well. You can have the buttons here or you can have full gestures. It's up to you. But let's go through some key details now of the brand new Samsung Galaxy S21 Ultra 5G. So first of all, let's talk about our display and what we're going to be looking at all the time. So it's a large 6.8 inch AMOLED 2x quad HD plus display. It is edge to edge as well, so it folds around the edges. Its resolution is 1440 by 3200, which is huge and it's absolutely great to see here. it offers 10 to 120 Hz adaptive refresh rate. So that means when you're in options like settings, you'll fly through really quickly, but you might not need that all the time. So it's really smooth flying through. Same with your Twitter feed, be really smooth, really quick, but it just depends when you need it, so it won't need it all of the time. This display also offers a really large brightness, thanks to 1500 nits peak brightness at any one point. Swipe down here and let's just push that to its ultimate limit there, which is fantastic for me or someone with visual impairment, because we need brightness sometimes, or you might need it quite dim. As you know, the Samsung device can go quite dim. So I'm just going to leave mine there, press back, and we'll go back home here. But that's really good to see. Protection wise as well, you're protected via Corning Gorilla Glass Victus, so their strongest Corning Gorilla Glass as of yet, which is nice to see. Don't go and drop it, get a case, and as I said, I've got the brand new Samsung case to come with this as well in my next video. For further protection, it offers an IP68 for great water and dust resistant, which is about 1.5 meters for 30 minutes roughly, but a quick dip in the toilet or an accidental drop in the sink while you're washing up, that's going to be fine. Just give it a wipe off and you'll be all good to go. So taking a look at our front facing camera, so if I pull down our notifications here, you see the inbuilt camera. That's your front facing camera. So the specs of that is a 14 megapixel f2.2 camera. It's wide, it offers phase detection, autofocus. It offers video at 30 or 60 frames per second, recording at 4K. Which is great for vlogging and bringing great content at the moment. To all of us at home that are just stuck at home watching YouTube, TikTok, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, we all sort of enjoy content and going through so much at the moment. So I'm looking forward to testing out that front facing camera, and a review will be coming up for the camera very soon. Turning to the rear camera now, this is where it gets really exciting. I can't wait to go out and test. So starting off with the top lens at the left, there is a 12 megapixel ultra wide camera, which is dual pixel autofocus f2.2, has field of view of 128 degrees, which means everyone and everything will get in your shot. So if you're taking great shots of say the Grand Canyon or great shots of a party when we finally get out of lockdown, everything and everyone will be in your shot, and I can't wait to test that out. And don't worry, I'm going to be going on some safe walks soon, be really testing the camera, as I said, for my camera review. Next up, underneath that, is the 108 megapixel wide camera, which is f1.8. It has a field of view of 83 degrees. It offers something called OIS, which is optical image stabilization. Our next lens is a 10 megapixel telephoto lens, which has dual pixel autofocus and 10 times optical zoom. So I've just had a look at the Samsung Galaxy S20 FE 5G, which had 3 times optical zoom. This has 10 times, which means your images are going to look crisp and clear no matter how far you stand away. It has f4.9 OIS and 240mm focal length. There is also the 100 times zoom as well, which is digital, which we'll take a look at. It has the laser autofocus sensor, which is up here. And then finally, you have your 10 megapixel telephoto camera, which is dual pixel autofocus. And this offers 3 times optical zoom. So you have 10 times or 3 times, depending what you want to do. That's an f2.3 in aperture. Again, offers that OIS system, and it's 72mm focal length. So when it comes to video recording, you can take it to the next level. This video has been recorded in 4K, but on the Samsung S21 Ultra 5G, you can actually do 8K, which is 4 times the quality of 4K. Yes, you'll need an 8K display to watch it back, but it'd be great to see what that 8K video looks like. So I can't wait to go out and test and get that camera review sorted for you very soon. So moving on to power and performance and what is running our device. So it is running the Android 11 system. It's using the One UI 3.1 skin above that from Samsung. It has the brand new, the Exynos 2100. It's an octa-core processor with variants of speed. And during my review, I'll be going into greater detail, pushing it to its limits. So the GPU is from Mali and it's a G78 MP14. This depends where you live. So outside of China and the US, you'll get a Exynos version. In the US and other regions, you'll get the Snapdragon version. But the Exynos processor is 20 times faster than the previous model. The GPU is 35 times faster than the previous model, and the NPU AI system that runs the device and the computing systems behind it is 2 times faster. And it has hyper fast 5G connectability. So I'm quite lucky, I have an EE 5G SIM and I also have a Vodafone 5G SIM. So we'll be going out and road testing that for the review. It also has Wi-Fi 6E. It does have S Pen support, so I'm going to get an S Pen to really try and check this out. And one other great thing with all of these features, it is packing a 5,000 milliamp hour battery, which is just unbelievable. So with the cable and with a plug that you need to go and buy, you can get 25 watts fast charging. Wireless charging though, however, you can get up to 15 watts, which is really incredible. And I do have a 15 watt wireless charger. So when it comes to reverse wireless charging, so to charge your devices, that uses 4.5 watts. So you can charge, say, an iPhone that's draining its battery. You can charge your Samsung Watch or your Galaxy Buds Pro. You can choose different options there. When it comes to storage, you've got either 128 gigabytes or 256 that offers 12 gigabytes of RAM. Or if you really want to push the boat out, there's 512 gigabytes of storage with 16 gigabytes of RAM, which is unbelievable. As I said, you've got the wireless power share. One little down point that you don't have is the no micro SD card for extra storage, but with cloud options now, it just makes it even easier. And using Google Photos pushes all of your images to the cloud. And one final thing is that it does have the Samsung Knox Vault and security system, making sure your data and privacy stays safe at all times. So well, all I can say is wow, this is truly an ultra option from Samsung. A must-have for the budding photographers and videographers out there. I can't wait to go and put it to the test. I hope you've enjoyed this video and make sure to stay subscribed or become a subscriber for the very first time by ringing that notification bell. You'll be updated with my latest videos too. So in the meantime, I'm going to go away, test this out, especially against the brand new Samsung Galaxy S21 FE that I have here as well. So we'll be putting it against that as well as the new iPhone. I'll be creating an accessibility video, as I said, looking at key highlighting features and seeing what options are available there for anyone that has an accessible need to use their device. But in the meantime, if you have any questions or queries, drop a comment below and I'll be more than happy to help. For me, Ricky, thank you always for watching and I'll see you in my next video. Stay safe, stay well. Bye for now.